on your heart. And if you lose, you kind of second guess everything after a game like this. It's the final day of the regular season for both of these teams. We know after the Penn State-Rutgers result, with Penn State winning, that they will clinch at least a share of the regular season.
We saw something on film, but they run a lot of big little anyways, but they attack them early and it pays off.
And both coaches brought up the big little. That's essentially trying to get the matchup you want, right?
Yeah, that's picks, repicks, matchup, get the matchup, and then creating offense out of that. As much as Michigan runs it, Ohio State will run way more. When we talked to Coach Connery, he saw it right there, and the Wolverines weren't ready to slide, and Blake Island just calls his own number, and what a pretty finish.
Ohio State goal.
His fourth goal this season.
34, Blake Island.
Team leading 37th point.
Back-to-back
first-team All-Big Ten honors for Jack Myers over the past couple of seasons. Senior from Bethesda, Maryland. Ohio State, he's 11-2 in his career against Michigan. But he knows that each of these matchups is a new day as Michigan wins another face-off. They haven't lost the battle on the face-off category yet, and it results in another goal. You wanted them to score in transition. There is an opportunity.
Yeah, Wietfeldt, this is just pure domination by the Wolverines at the Faceoff X. And we've seen Rowlett, we've seen Wietfeldt, and they just keep winning the ball to themselves. You've got to pull out there, trying to muck it up, and just calls his own number, comes right down Main Street and just buries it. There's nothing you can do there if you're Walland, and if you're Ohio State, you have to figure something out at the Faceoff X, because right now, it's not even contested. These face-off guys between Wietfeldt and Rowlett are they're just too good, and you're coming in, you're injured at the face-off X, but you got to come up with a solution where they can't win it cleanly to themselves like that.
You mentioned Ohio State needs to find a way to turn those into 50-50s. Have not done that so far. Michigan with another possession here, now up by a tally.
Yeah, if you're Ohio State, you're probably not winning many of these cleans, so try and get your wings involved. Try not to let them get this. You know, this Bame's job was easy there.
Thanks to Peter Thompson, the Ann Arbor native who went to Detroit Catholic Central. Here's Michigan racing it again with momentum. An opportunity nearly opened up. Now it does! And it results in goal number 5. Coming quickly and in waves.
If you're a Wolverine fan, you absolutely love this. Playing make it, take it, playing fast. Trying to score in transition. We talked about that as being one of the keys. You know, right now, I mean, this is like on paper, it's playing out. You're starting with the ball on offense every single time. Here comes the timeout from Ohio State. They're scoring goals, and a lot of that is because of Coach Beatham.
2 years ago, Michigan beat Ohio State in the conference-only year. That was the conference-only year. They beat them in the quarters. The gap is really narrowed between these two. The overall historical record favors Ohio State. And to see him on attack today, you really need to see all these personalities being honored.
Okay, Ohio State has a chance here. They get their
These are the 50-50 balls. You were hoping the Buckeyes, if they have a chance today, to really have some sort of advantage when it comes to the face-off. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, and they ran James Hogan out there, who hasn't played a lot over the course of his career in here, but he got out there, made it a 50-50 ball like we talked about, and got possession. So make them work for those goals.
Beautiful sunset and night sky here, setting the awesome stage for a rivalry matchup that means a lot. Again, the 4 seed on the line, and it's 1 goal separating these two rivals. Michigan has looked to move fast. There's a turnover. Now can Ohio State move fast to counter here? It's counterattack time for the Buckeyes. Colby Smith fires. Was looking to tie things up.
Hudgens with his stick in the passing lane.
Bame, 3 goals on 3 shots. Hat trick. He's got half of the Michigan goals. Not a bad start for a player who entered today with 9.
He gets on him quick.
13th of the season. Player we highlighted in the open. Another one of those 50-50 plays for Ohio State. Going to be super important for them today. This ground ball remains array. Ultimately scooped up by Ohio State. Huge play now. They get rolling again here offensively. Colby Smith awaiting the feed. Now he has it.
Nice ground ball, and Scherer there handling the pressure. The impressive part to me.
Season for goals, assists, and points. All Big Ten first team a season ago in that record-setting year. Preseason All-American this season. He's really lived up to the hype. Collision, Ohio State wants a call. They don't get one. Now they want one again, and they will get it.
Yeah, they wanted the first one. They thought they hit Hogan in the back. How about Hogan stepping up and winning some face-offs for the Buckeyes?
Yeah.
We'll see it here. Ohio State might have had a case. We'll see that one more time. That's definitely a hold. That one's an easy call.
Colby Smith went down. Van Wees takes the knee.
Now this has been an Achilles heel for the Wolverines. They're only at 51% on their man down unit.
Special teams overall been a struggle for the Wolverines. Can Ohio State take advantage here?
Coach Connery thinks that 6-on-6. He's been playing well, both ends. Transition's been great. He's got to find ways to get stops.
They go downstairs and do indeed capitalize to make this a one-goal game.
Take a look at the penalty. It got us here. What a look from Jack Myers. You see the penalty, the hold, you see the hook. And the man up Buckeyes, and you see Jack Myers to Sheen. Steady Eddie down there on the pipe.
Ohio State.
I love that nickname, Steady Eddie. He's earned it.
He said he's calm and cool, and
Assisted by number 2,
he's tough.
Jack Myers.
Having a breakout season.
36 of the second
Trying to
period.
wrap it up with victory over Michigan in the regular season. Right now, the Wolverine knotted up at 7 apiece. Ohio State is 5-1 in the series in games in Ann Arbor against the Wolverines.
Assisted by 43.
See if they can get some pressure here.
105 of the second period.
Wolverines try to clear cleanly, having some trouble getting through the midfield. Now they do.
Expect Michigan to hold for one. Shot clock not the other way.
Feels just right between these two. 50-50 ball. See who can scoop it up. Ultimately, Michigan takes it. There's the Wolverines who really owns the first quarter, latter stages in particular. Then Ohio State with quite the answer to begin the second quarter in this matchup. If you're tuning in late, as a shot comes in from long range and finds the back of the net quickly for the Wolverines. A game that could determine and will determine who gets the 4 seed and a chance to host in the Big Ten tournament.
How about that? Houlihan calling his own number. And what should have been an Ohio State face-off win turns into a Michigan goal. And Houlihan here just calling his own number, seeing space, and he's going against Blake Island as a defensive midfielder. And how about that shot location?
Good to see there. The Michigan scoring on the season has been pretty top-heavy when you think of guys like Michael Boehm and Josh Sawada. But some variety there. Yeah, mentioned he's kind of called his own number.
Looks like that breath at halftime reset worked. Ohio State got away. Oh, I thought they were going to get away with it. They didn't. The defenseman ran right in and out of the crease. Wallen picks up the ground ball.
Found Matt Caputo, the freshman, in his first U of M versus Ohio State game. Finds his 10th goal of the season. And you love to see that if you're a Buckeye fan as well. They have a chance to potentially take the lead here.
Yeah, and that man up that they scored on, it was just the opposite. We saw Sheen on the other wing, the low post there. On the first one, it was Caputo on the second. Fourth. So Ohio State can continue their...
Nope. His fourth.
Yeah, 4 goals.
Goal of the season.
Michael Boehm.
Scored by number 5, Michael Boehm.
Wallen.
His 16th of the season, first tonight after a couple of good chances in that opening half.
And 16th goal of the season. Scored by number 15.
Wolverines moving and grooving off the face-off win.
Assisted by number...
Pelkey's 7th goal of the season.
Ohio State goal.
His dad, Kevin, was an All-American lacrosse player in Virginia.
Unassisted at 7:57.
Ohio State trying to tie things back up here.
And the rare Buckeye face-off win. See if they can capitalize.
Come at a premium today on Cohen's 20th.
Michigan goal.
So that was a good answer from the Wolverines. We had to get a defensive stop, and then we're able to score. Another face-off win for the Buckeyes. This will be 2 in a row here.
Oh, almost an egregious turnover. They do give it up. Now Zawada on the move. Potential numbers. Finds it out in front, and they capitalize.
Opportunistic lacrosse from the Wolverines. And this was one we got to enjoy from up in the booth. Seeing Michael Boehm streak to that backside. She starts with a turnover. Great ground ball behind the back pass. Head up from Zawada, the streaking Michael Boehm catch finish. One more time. Wolverines 12. Buck Cohen, 3 of the top 4 in points per game are on this Wolverine attack line. That's unheard of. You saw TJ Malone there at the top, fantastic player from Penn State. Now, if you're Ohio State, you've won the last 2 faceoffs, make it last 3, but they've resulted in Wolverine goals. So we'll see if they can reset. We'll see if they can take that deep breath that the Wolverines took at halftime. Yeah, absolutely. So you see just the way he moves, that bounce, right? That bounce, that ability. You don't have to be fast. You got to be quick if you're going to start the party on offense. And Zawada has that quickness.
Brings down the alley, another chance off that face-off win brewing. It'll result in at least a man.
The second halves have been tough sledding for the Buckeyes in their last 3 games against Maryland, Penn State, and Hopkins. They only scored 2 against Maryland, and 3 against Penn State, only 1 against Hopkins.
More good work from the Wolverines. Zawada, by the way, one of the seniors honored before the game today on Senior Day here at Michigan. His mom, Denise, and dad, John.
The toughness that it takes to hang in there, to tiptoe that crease.
He's tied a career high in goals with 6. On number 30 of the season for Boehm.
Goals for the Wolverines in this quarter.
35 seconds left in it. They win another face-off, leads to another transition bid. That one's simmered wide. We've seen that a couple of times today.
Guys dodge a bullet.
At 39 seconds of the 3rd period.
And goals are hard to come by. You're not getting stops right now, so it's, you got to stay the course. You got to keep building. You got to keep working, and you need some things to go your way. And if it continues this way, at what point do you just try and keep, start pulling some of your guys, try and stay healthy, knowing that you have a game next week, and for you to extend your season if you want to make the. And so for Cohen, understanding what's a great shot, you don't even have to be perfect because the goalie can't see it. Understanding the screen, understanding, where he is and what he has in front of him. It's a great finish and another face-off win here, another possession for the Wolverines.
Ohio State were to lose today. They
off spot.
Ohio State goal. Scored by number 3.
This game was 8-8 in the 3rd quarter. Ohio State had a possession and a chance to take the lead. Ever since then, prior to that last Ari Allen goal, that had been all Michigan. They get the possession here. Another goal. Brings up my next question for you, Greg. When Ohio State
the pressure and put it on net. This is what we got to keep doing if you're Ohio State. You're not looking for great opportunities. You're looking for the first opportunity. And this is not going to help.
Going to be a penalty coming up on Ohio State.
And Darby with the face-off X. What do you draw up? They came out, they double pulled. That didn't do anything. against the Wolverines, and then, you know, Hogan's had a little bit of success at tying him up, but you look at those stats on the face-off. So if Maryland wins, they will be the 1 seed. They'll still be champions. Whoever wins that game, be the Big Ten regular season champion, their share of the title. Hopkins wins, Penn State will be the 1 seed based on the head-to-head. You know, so Coach Connery fired up the silence and guys, finish this game. That's one there where you just have to recognize personnel. You have to recognize what you have, who you have personnel-wise, and where they are on the field, and be ready to help. Be ready to scoring 19. And now you're seeing substitutions come in. Another win for the Wolverines at the Faceoff X.